Let's run the pre-flight.
Pre-flight. Oxygen, tested 100.
Check.
Silent, oxygen pressure drop. Silent, test. Silent, crew oxygen pressure. Silent, check. Silent, crew oxygen pressure. Silent, check. Not clear what you said. Say again. Pre-flight. Oxygen, tested 100. Navigation transfer and display switches. Normal, auto. Window heat. On. Pressurization mode selector. Auto. Light instruments. Parking brake. Engine start levers. Pre-flight checklist complete.
Thank you. Let's request our clearance.
I'll request our IFR clearance now. Kerry ground, velocity 738. We'd like to collect our IFR clearance, and we have information Lima.
Stand by, you're number one. Ryanair Flight 07, Kerry ground, cleared to Dublin via the Kerry 3 Alpha departure runway 26. Initial climb to flight level 070. Departure on 124.7 squawk 2372.
Kerry ground, Ryanair 5307, cleared to Dublin via the Kerry 3 Alpha departure, runway 26. Initial climb to flight level 070. Departure frequency is 124.7, squawk 2372.
Ryanair 5307, read back correct.
Hello everyone. Welcome aboard Ryanair Flight 5307.
Okay, our calculation for wet runway, flaps 5, dereated takeoff. V1, 129, VR, 127, V2, 144. Let's review the departure briefing, please.
Runway 26, flying the Kerry 3 Alpha departure. Initial climb clearance is to flight level 070. Transition altitude is 6,000. After takeoff, we'll follow the SID profile with a left turn to heading 085, intercepting Sutex, climbing to flight level 230. Weather at departure shows calm winds and visibility of 4 miles. No significant weather expected en route. In the event of an engine failure below 400, continue straight ahead and follow ATC instructions. Above 400, we'll follow the engine out SID procedure, climbing to 3,000 before turning back. For any abnormalities or emergencies before V1, we'll reject the takeoff and apply maximum braking. After V1, we'll continue the takeoff, handle the emergency, and communicate with ATC. We've been cleared as filed. Sport code is 2372. And departure frequency will be 124.7. We're configured for takeoff with flaps 5. V1 is 129 knots, VR is 137 knots, and V2 is 144 knots. We'll climb out at V2 plus 10 knots. I think we're ready to go, Captain.
Roger that. Please request startup only.
All right, Louise. I'll request startup clearance now. Ryanair flight 5307 requesting startup clearance.
Ryanair 5307, startup clearance approved.
Pumps on. Passenger signs. Windows locked. MC pin. Takeoff speeds. Rudder and aileron trim. Okay, let me know when it's set. Taxi and takeoff briefing. Anti-collision light. Before start, checklist complete.
Thank you. Our
Requesting
start
taxi
sequence
clearance now.
will be engine 2, then engine 1. Starting number 1.
All right, Louise. I'll handle the comms from here. Kerry ground, Ryanair 5307, ready to taxi. We have information Romeo and Lima.
Ryanair 5307, runway 26, taxi via Alpha.
Runway 26, taxi via Alpha, Ryanair 5307.
Okay, since the winds are calm, we are going to use runway 08. It will give us more direct routing over to Dublin. And this is where I make my joke that Ryanair is so cheap, they prefer a direct route rather than having to make a U-turn and burn more fuel. So we'll do runway 8. starts, I think I need to configure my FSUIPC profile for this airplane. That way I can run my levers and other instruments from my throttle set and not have to use the mouse. Starter cutout, number 1 stable. Okay, stand by. Let me pull up FSUIPC and get this updated. Okay, starting number 2. Oil pressure. I wanted to check out the custom cabin because I did download some of the newest liveries that have come out over the past 3 days to give you a more realistic feel for the cabin. I hear a lot of people who watch flight sim videos ask what the cabin looks like. So this is a pretty good representation of Ryanair's high density layout. And you get the GSX passengers also. I mean, I honestly spend 99.9% of the time in the flight deck, but I've noticed this request to see the cabin interior are becoming more and more popular, so I'm fine with that. So let's get back into the flight deck. Okay, number 2 stable. Let's run our report taxi checklist, please.
Before taxi, generators, propane, anti-ice, as required, isolation valve, auto, engine start switches, continuous, recall,
Checked.
auto brake, engine start levers,
Auto brake RTO, engine start levels, idle data,
flight controls,
flight control check, full up, full down, neutral, full left, full right, neutral, full left, full right, neutral, flight controls check complete, check.
ground personnel and equipment, clear. Taxi checklist complete.
Flaps 5. I am clear on the left. Are you clear on the right?
Clear on the right, Louise.
Roger that. Let's have a good flight. Let's go.
Alright, Louise, let's have a smooth flight. Taxiing to runway 26 via Alpha now.
Cabin attendants, arm doors and cross-check. All right, everyone, welcome aboard Ryanair Flight 5307 heading to Dublin. We're looking at about 40 minutes of flying time, so buckle up, eh? Now listen up. This safety demo is important, even if you think you know it all. So pay attention, all right? First off, buckle your seatbelts. Just pull it across your lap and click it in. Easy peasy. Keep it fastened when the sign's on or else. Now, tray tables and seat backs need to be upright and open those window blinds for takeoff and landing, yeah? Mobile phones and all that techie stuff need to be in flight mode. Laptops? Stow them away during takeoff and landing. And just a heads up, smoking's a no-go anywhere on this plane, including the lavatories. If the oxygen masks drop, pull one down, put it over your nose and mouth and breathe normally. Don't be a hero. Secure your own mask before helping others. Life vests are under your seats just in case. Put it on over your head, fasten it, and inflate it outside the aircraft, alright? The floor-level lighting will guide you to the nearest exit, which is probably behind you, so keep that in mind. In case of an evacuation, leave your stuff behind, yeah? Just listen to us crew members and we'll get you out safely. Oh, and if any of your devices start getting hot or smoking, let us know right away. We're not here to play games. The safety card in your seat pocket has all the details, so give it a look if you want. Thanks for your attention, and let's hope this flight goes smoothly, eh?
Approaching runway 7. Approaching runway 7.
Before takeoff. Flaps.
5 green light.
Stabilizer trim.
496. Set and check.
Before takeoff checklist complete.
Roger that. Please contact tower for takeoff clearance.
Contacting tower now for takeoff clearance. Kerry Tower, Ryanair 5307, holding short of runway 26, ready to depart.
Ryanair 5307, Kerry Tower, runway 26, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 26, cleared for takeoff. Ryanair 5307.
Approaching runway 8.
Clear on the approach. Timer coming up. Take off.
Good evening, passing 2,000 feet.
Flaps up.
Climb flight level 070, Ryanair 5307.
Command day.
After takeoff, engine bleeds. On. Packs. Auto. Landing gear. Up. Flaps. Up. No lines. After takeoff, checklist complete.
Thank you. Transition flight standard ISO 6000. Standard center thruster.
Ryanair 5307, climb flight level 230.
Climb to flight level 230, Ryanair 5307.
Devices, but make sure they're in flight mode, eh? Cabin service will begin shortly, but don't expect much. It's Ryanair after all. Buckle up and try to enjoy the flight if that's even possible.
5, start your descent to about 60 seconds.
Pursuit 4 Lima arrival, Ryanair 5307.
Okay, I just made a very short flight. I already have our landing data. We will be on autobrake 2 flaps 30 with a final approach speed of 148 knots. Let's go over the approach briefing, please.
Transition level is 70. After the start, we'll intercept the ILS to runway 28 left. Weather at arrival shows winds calm, few clouds at 700 feet, broken clouds at 1,000 feet and 1500 feet. No significant weather expected. In the event of a missed approach, we'll follow the published missed approach procedure. Squawk code remains 2372, and approach frequency will be 119.555. We'll configure for landing with flaps 30. Final approach speed will be 148 knots. I think we're ready for the arrival, Captain.
Roger that, thank you. Let's review descent.
Recall.
Check.
Auto brake. 3. Landing data. Approach briefing.
Completed.
Contact. Shannon Tower, 118.7.
Descent checklist complete.
Thank you.
Dublin.
if that's even
Whenever you'd
possible.
like to descend, flight level 150.
Cleared 24 Lima into Dublin. Descend flight level 150 at our discretion. Ryanair 5307.
Ryanair 5307, descend flight level 070.
Descending flight level 070. Ryanair 5307.
All right, everyone, listen up. We've left our cruising altitude and are starting our approach to Dublin, so it's time to get serious, hey? Please return to your seats, stow those tray tables and buckle up. And just a heads up, the lavatories are now off limits, so if you need to go, tough luck. Let's get this over with, eh?
Descend altitude 3,000 feet. QNH 1005.
Descending to 3,000 feet. QNH 1005. Ryanair 5307.
0707. Contact Dublin approach from 119 a decimal by 5.
Switching to Dublin approach on 119er, decimal 555, Ryanair 530. Dublin approach, Ryanair 5307. Good evening. Descending from flight level 150 to 3000.
Dublin approach cleared P for transmission. Expect the ILS runway 28 left approach into Dublin.
Cleared P for transition. Expecting ILS runway 28 left approach to Dublin. Ryanair 5307.
So the real-world operation for flight 5307 today was departing runway 8 and arriving runway 10 left. But same intentions just had us change the runway to 28 left. So we'll go with it. That's fine. I'm actually a very big fan of St. Intentions. They're always updating the program. So I might just send Brian and company a note on if there's any ways for future updates to align more with real operations. I know both Kerry and Dublin today have variable winds, and St. Intentions defaulted to the opposite ones that are being used today in the real world. Again, no big deal. But hopefully they can line it up more realistically as more updates come out. Our final approach fixed altitude will be 2,500. Our go around altitude will be 3,000.
Got it, Luis. Final approach fixed altitude is 2,500 feet, and go around altitude is 3,000 feet.
Let's review the approach checklist, please.
Ryanair flight 307. I need you below 250 knots.
Approach. Altimeters set 106.
Set and cross check 1006.
Approach checklist complete.
2,500.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Luis.
Flaps 1.
Departure Ryanair 44 Lima Golf 2000 for 4000. Ryanair 44 Lima Golf, radar contact, climb and maintain 10,000. Ryanair 44 Lima Golf. Ryanair 5307, clear for the ILS runway 28 left approach via Motherboard.
Clear to the ILS runway 28 left approach via Pizza. Ryanair 5307.
Ryanair 5307, contact Dublin Tower on 128.8.
Contacting Dublin Tower on 128.8. Ryanair 5307. Dublin Tower, Ryanair 5307. Evening. We're established on the ILS for runway 28 left approach.
Ryanair 5307, Dublin Tower, roger. Continue approach runway 28 left.
Flaps 5. Runway inside.
Ryanair 5307, Dublin Tower, 360 at 3. Runway 28 left, clear to land. Caution bird activity.
Runway 28 left. Cleared to land. Ryanair 5307.
2500.
Manual flight. Auto throttle. Recycling light director.
Echo India Golf, Tango Romeo, cross runway 34. Cross runway 34, Echo India Golf, Tango Romeo.
Gear down, flash 50.
Contact ground on 130.79. Touching the ground, 470.
And we actually have a very strong tailwind, so we should have been given runway 10 left for arrival. Unless the tailwind dissipates once we're below 1,000 or 500 feet. That's 25.
1000.
Caution, caution.
Flaps 30.
Speed brake.
On.
Landing gear.
Down.
Flaps.
30 green light.
Landing checklist complete.
Thank you.
ILS runway 28 left.
Ryanair 4 Whiskey Whiskey, roger.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Speed brake. Reverse brake. Manual braking.
Scandinavian 88, Papa, short of 28 right, ready for departure.
Scandinavian 88 Papa, wind 060 at 7, runway 28 right, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, 28 right, Scandinavian 88 Papa.
Okay to clean up.
Ryanair 5307, welcome to Dublin. Contact ground on 130.79er.
Just landed, Captain. Excellent landing. I'd rate it an 8 out of 10, eh?
Switching to ground on 130.79. Ryanair 5307. Dublin ground, Ryanair 5307. Evening. We're clear of the runway and ready to taxi to the gate.
Ryanair 5307, Dublin ground, taxi to Terminal 1, gate 38 right, via Sierra, Whiskey 2, hold short of runway 34, then Mike 1, link 4, F outer, link 5, F outer, link 6, Delta November. Good day.
Alright, everyone. We've just landed in Dublin.
Terminal
So
1,
welcome to the city.
gate 38 Romeo
Did
via
you know
Sierra,
Dublin is home to the
Whiskey
oldest
2,
urban
hold
island,
short of
dating
runway
back to
34, then Mike 1,
1723.
link 4,
Yeah, that's a long
Foxtrot
time.
outer, link
Thanks for
5,
flying with us,
Foxtrot
even though
outer,
it's a bit of a
link
rough
6,
ride, huh?
Delta November,
Now,
Ryanair
stay seated until we reach our
5307.
final parking position. Alright? Captain Luis, First Officer Addison, and the whole crew would like to say goodbye to you now. The local time here is 7:26 in the evening. If you're catching a connecting flight, here's what you need to know. Flight number FR 425 to London Stansted, departing at 8:15 from gate 22. Cheers, and good luck with your travels.
France Soleil 26 November, Papa request pushback. France Soleil 26 November, Papa cleared for push and start. Pushback and start approved. France Soleil 26 November, Papa.
Ryanair 417 Delta, ready to taxi.
Ryanair 417 Delta, runway 28 right taxi via Delta November, link 6, Foxtrot, outer, November, November to 1.
Runway 28 right taxi via Delta November, link 6, Foxtrot, outer, November, November 1, Ryanair 417 Delta.
Ryanair 5307 holding short, runway 34.
Ryanair 5307, contact tower on 128.8 for crossing instructions.
Okay, that's not realistic. We just need to cross runway.
ready to taxi.
So let's cross runway.
Switching to tower on 128.8 for crossing instructions. Ryanair 5307. Dublin Tower, Ryanair 5307. Good evening, maintaining level 0.
Ryanair 5307, Dublin Tower, roger.
Approaching runway 34. Approaching runway 34.
APU on the buses, and then 2 shut down.
Contact ground 130.79. Contact departure. Safe travel. Wind 060 at 7. Runway 28 left. Clear to land.
Clear to land, 28 left, Ryanair 7 Zulu November.
Echo India Sierra Delta Zulu. Cross runway 34.
Cross runway 34, Echo India Sierra Delta Zulu.
Lights and doors.
Sierra Zulu. November, contact departure. Good day.
Soleil 26 November, Papa, holding short of 28 right, ready to go.
Passengers bus is coming.
France Soleil 26 November. Papa, wind 060 at 7. Runway 28 right, cleared for takeoff.
28 right, cleared for takeoff. France Soleil 26 November, Papa.
Ryanair 7 Zulu November. Contact ground on 130.7 and 90.
Ground Ryanair 7 Zulu November.
Echo India Lima Romeo Tango cross runway 34.
Echo India Lima Romeo Tango.
Thank you very much, Addison. Great job, as always, on the right seat. We are done with our workday. Let's have a great evening here in Dublin, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks, Louise. I'll handle the taxi instructions to the gate. Dublin ground, Ryanair 5307. Runway is clear. Ready to taxi to the gate.
Ryanair 5307, Dublin ground, taxi to Terminal 1, gate 38 right, via Link 5, F inner, Link 6, Delta November. Good day.
Taxi to Terminal 1, Gate 3A, Romeo via Link 5, Foxtrot Inner, Link 6, Delta November, Ryanair 5307.
I'm going to try the dialogue again. I know with AI, you have to speak very slowly, and I'm sure the AI has to pick up some keywords. Addison, great job on the right seat this evening. We are done for the day. Let's get some rest here in Dublin, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks, Louise. Enjoy your evening in Dublin. I'll handle the taxi instructions to the gate.
That's pretty interesting. AI is assuming I'm giving it taxi instructions or taxi request instructions. Let's try talking to our flight attendant, who has been providing some very funny ultra low cost carrier humor. And let me turn my beacon off too. Mary, I hope you had yet another riveting ultra-low-cost carrier flight attendant experience. Thank you very much. Have a good evening here in Dublin.
Thanks, Captain Luis. Just another day in the life of a low-cost airline, eh? Hope everyone enjoys the dirty seats and all that. Cheers for the flight and have a good evening too.
Cheers.
Echo India Tango Foxtrot Alpha ready.